जय हिंद दोस्तों, स्वागत आप सभी का मेजर कलसी के यूट्यूब चैनल में। Remember the first time that you were learning to how to ride a bike or a bicycle? You must have failed many times, you must have fallen many times, but yet again, you came back every time and you somehow tried to learn this bicycle, and after some time, you were the easy going in the bicycle. In the same way, English communication can be practiced. I would like to keep this video in two parts, in the both bilingual Hindi and English as well. So that the most number of people who are not comfortable in English can go for the Hindi. तो जिन लोगों को इंग्लिश में समझने में दिक्कत है वो हिंदी में भी बातें समझ सकते हैं. It is not just for the defense aspirant, it is for anyone who wants to improve his communication skills. So today in this video, I'll be discussing about 5 ways, or in specific word, in my type of explaining, जो आपके 5 सेंस ऑर्गन्स हैं, your eyes, your ear, touch, mouth, and at last you will be surprised to know also your nose, the smell factor. I will be telling you how to use your 5 sense organ to improve your communication skills and power of expression, which is a must thing if you want to ace your recommendation in the SSB. If you are an Air Force XY candidate, it is necessary for your adaptability test 2, in which you will have to perform a group discussion. You will have to give your narration in English only, or any type of examination that you want to go for, in which the English communication is a requirement. But if you're not a defense aspirant, but still you know the importance of English communication in our daily life. भले आप प्राइवेट फर्म में जाएं, भले आप IAS ऑफिसर बनना चाहते हो, आपका कोई भी सपना हो, जहां पे अगर आप यू आर परसुइंग योर करियर इन द इंडिया, तो इंडिया में अब इंग्लिश को एज अ मार्क ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड एजुकेशन माना जा चुका है. आई डू नॉट पर्सनली सपोर्ट दिस, बट दिस इज अ फैक्ट. So if you want to emphasize your knowledge, if you want to emphasize your personality as a good and educated person, then English communication is a must for you. In today's video, we'll be describing of 5 ways how to use your 5 sense organ to improve your communication skills, to build your confidence, to improve your power of communication, and wherever you go in any field, you will be able to show yourself as a better person. So let's start with the video. The first sense organ, that is your eye. आंखें. How will you use your eye? By reading. Read as much as possible because it will increase your communication skills, vocabulary. You will find new words while reading. The power of expression, how to express your ideas and your emotions in the writing format in words. You will be able to learn by seeing others. उन्होंने कैसा लिखा है? The best sources that you can go will be books. Few recommendations from my side. You can go for the newspaper, books, articles, various other source of information where you can read. If you go for the newspaper, it will help you in the written examination, as well as it will improve your current affairs, the awareness about your surroundings. You will be able to participate good in group discussions, in lecturate, and if you are going for the Air Force examination, then you will be able to speak good on the adaptability test 2 part, where you will have to perform a group discussion on any social topic. So you will have adequate amount of facts also. And few recommendations from my side. You can go for the editorial section of the Hindu newspaper or Indian Express newspaper. These two newspapers use good amount of vocab. Many new words you will find. Write down those words and start framing the sentences. Second thing you can go for is the books. Now the book that I will highly recommend you for your SSB recommendation will be How to Make Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and there are various a number of books that you can recommend to. You can go for the Atomic Habits, Attitude is Everything by Jeff Kenner, Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. It will improve your mindset, it will get exposure to your brain to new ideas, and it will also help you to get to know more about yourself. The other जो बाकी फायदे आपके बुक्स पढ़ने से आपको ये मिलेंगे, that by reading books you will be able to express yourself in a good way. It will also help you in writing TAT stories, the thematic apperception test, the first test of your psychology, and also in the PPDT portion, that is your screening test, you will have to write a story there. So it will give you new ideas for your stories as well. If you are not interested in that, then you can go for the articles in the internet. If you do not want to give much time, then you can go for the short articles you will easily find on the internet. The app that I will recommend you to go for the articles will be the Deep Stash app. You can easily download it from the Play Store. You will find many articles there एंड आप आराम से उसमें से कई भी आर्टिकल्स पढ़ सकते हैं. इट विल इंप्रूव योर नॉलेज लेवल इन वेरियस फैक्टर्स. यू विल फाइंड व्हाटएवर जॉनर योर फेवरेट, लव जॉनर और एजुकेशन और ग्रोथ, self development, spiritual, whatever thing you like, you can read about that in those section. And one more personal recommendation from my side, if you want to go for the current affairs, then download the PDF section of the weekly current affairs that is available on the Major Culsi website. You can go in the download section, you can download that PDF, weekly current affair PDF. You will find many news, important news of the every week or every month. So you will be aware about the surroundings, you will find it in the concise format. You can make your own hypothesis on that and then practice reading that and increase your knowledge. The second factor is your ear. Ear means listening. So you will have to listen to musics, you can listen to podcast, you can also watch documentary, you can watch English movies. This will all improve your communication skills, because once you have read anything, now you don't know how to express that in emotions, like how to speak those words, the pronunciation of certain vocabs. I would like to give you a funny instance of my own life. I went to a cafe with a friend. There I saw that it was written MOCHA. So that was the first time that I was reading this name of a coffee. So I easily pronounced it because of my Indian vocabulary, that bring me 1 cup of mocha. Then the waiter himself corrected me that sir, it is pronounced as mocha. So this is the importance of listening to the words that you are reading, because unless you listen how a word is spoken, you will not be able to clearly or correctly pronounce that word. So that's why listening is also important. Listen as much as you can. Very good things. You can go for the podcasts. Few podcasts that I would recommend you will be, you can go for the 7 Good Minutes Daily by Clyde Innes, and where there are various other podcasts, educational podcasts that you can go for. You can go for the TED Talk, TEDx Daily. There is also podcast available for that. You can go for the YouTube video of TEDx. You can also watch the documentaries. You can there are many other factors like life lessons. Various YouTube channels are there which will increase your knowledge factor and other factors, power of expression and knowledge factor as well. The third sense, your touch sense. You have to start writing now. अब आपने कुछ अच्छी चीज पढ़ ली है, उसका अच्छा चीज सुन लिया है, how it is pronounced. Now it is your turn to start creating your hypothesis about that topic. Now for that you will have to start writing whatever you are thinking. It will help you in the sentence framing. Suppose you learn about a new word while reading, or you heard a certain word while listening to podcast. Now you searched about that word. What does this word mean? Suppose if I give example of a word zeal, Z-E-A-L. Many of you must have not heard about this word, so definitely read about this word and form a sentence and write in the comment section. Okay? And then after that, many other factors you can do while writing is that you can start diary writing. You can write journal. You can make articles or the summary of the book that you have read in the reading portion. This will improve your power of expression. This will help you to formalize your thoughts in a proper way. अपने जो ideas आपके आ रहे हैं उसको अच्छे तरीके से organize करके लिखने का तरीका आपको आ जाएगा. How will this help you? Writing will help you in writing story writing in the SSB portion. It would also help you in sentence framing in the WAT, word association test. It would also help you in writing situation reaction test, because you will be able to write your thoughts in a proper way. Fourth thing that you need to work is your mouth. By speaking. Now you have read many certain words, many ideas. You have listened about many ideas. You have also write it down. Now the main factor that is the most important thing, जिसके लिए आप mainly ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं, to improve my communication skills, कि मैं बातें कैसे इंग्लिश में करूं. For that you will have to practice a lot of speaking. You can practice it in the front of mirror. You can do a lecturate practice. That is a task, that is a first confirmatory task of your GTO. You can choose any topic, prepare on that topic for few minutes and then speak on that topic for 3 minutes. You can do that speaking in front of a camera, your mobile's front camera, or you can speak that in front of a mirror and record yourself. See where you are lacking. कौन से word में आपको stammering आ रही है, where you are using fillers more. Remove that problem, record yourself again. By doing this again and again, at least for, let's say for the starting, for the initially you will have to record yourself for 5 times. 5 बार आपने record किया, 5th time में आपकी performance was fluent, you were able to speak clearly. After few days, that 5th recording fluency will be covered in the 4th recording. Then after a few days, then the third recording, second recording, and after a few months, you will be easily able to speak in fluent format in the first go only. It takes hours of practice and analysis as well. Don't just practice in the front of mirror. Albert Einstein said that stupidity is repeating the same mistake again and again and expecting a different result. मतलब वही गलती बार बार करके आप अच्छे रिजल्ट को एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकते. For that, whatever you practice, you need to take a proper analysis of that. जो भी आपने रिकॉर्ड किया है उसको सुनिए, जहां पे जो गलतियां हो रही हैं उसको रिमूव करना है आपको, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट रिकॉर्ड योरसेल्फ, चेक वेदर यू आर लैकिंग ऑन द पोर्शन, फिर आपने उसको करेक्ट कर पाए हैं नहीं. नाउ लेट्स कम टू द फिफ्थ पार्ट, द थिंग्स दैट यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग अबाउट कि हाउ कैन स्मेल इज रिलेटेड टू योर पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन. You must have heard a cliche quote that wild animals can smell our fear. हमारे भय को वो सूंघ सकते हैं. सबने कई बार आपने सुना होगा, जो हमें डर लगता है, कोई जानवर अगर आपको डर लग रहा है वो सूंघ के बता देंगे कि आपको डर लग रहा है. At earlier times it was just a saying, but in 2008 scientists told us that we can detect the smell of fear from our unconscious mind. We release a certain kind of chemicals from our sweating, which can be detected by our subconscious mind that this person is scared. This experiment was created on the bungee jumping, where the scientists performed this revolt, and they came with the hypothesis that yes, we release a certain kind of chemical that indicates that we are afraid. So the fifth portion that we need to work upon is about removing the fear. We have to remove the fear of speaking. How we can do it? By practicing a lot. You will have to get a daily habit. You need to practice as much as you can. For this you can either have a buddy, because defense में प्रिपरेशन करने का एक बहुत अच्छा फायदा होता है, we make very good friends. Like minded people को आपको लेना है, at least 2 to 3 people, or even 1 people is enough for you. Make a daily Zoom meeting, because it is a COVID-19 situation going on, so stay safe also. You can go for the Zoom meeting, you can make video calls to them, then start practicing with them. You can do a group discussion, start debate with them, or you can practice basic interview question. How you can practice that? Start with the basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. In this you will have to give an introduction about yourself. Second question, tell me something about your family. Tell me something about your friends. Tell me something about the place you belong. How do you keep yourself fit every day? What are your hobbies? Tell me something about your hobbies. Your achievements. What are your strengths and weaknesses of your family members? And such kind of questions. Many questions can be easily found on the internet, or you can easily go to the Major Kalsi blog. You have a blog of Major Kalsi classes. You can just immediately go there, search for the top 10 interview questions asked by the interviewing officer. You will find number of questions, and you can easily practice those questions to ace and confirm your recommendation in the SSB, or anywhere you speak your English communication practice. Wherever English communication is required, it is a showcase of your knowledge, it is a showcase of your personality, and that's why the confident speaker is always embraced. Practice a lot of English speaking. I wish you a good luck. Jai Hind.